Awesome. So you've gone through 4 days. You're on day 5. You're ready to turbocharge these shields. And today we're actually going to be looping back to the basic shield to turbocharge them. So hopefully you have gotten your quartz crystal. We're only going to be using the quartz crystal for now, and it could be any type of quartz that you have, even that rainbow one. If you got the fancy rainbow one, you can use that. It's the supercharged one. But we're going to be supercharging the basic shield, and the warp gate already has the ability to do that. A couple things you can do for cleaning the crystals is leaving them out in the sun, putting them in salt water for 24 hours. All those help clean it, but the warp gate is actually going to do that as well, so that's cool. So basically we're going to do the basic shield. You've already put in these more powerful types of shields, but we're going to roll back to basic and see if you can feel the power of adding a crystal to that. So what we're going to do, I'm going to take the crystal, we're going to cleanse it, we're going to consecrate it, and then we're going to program it with the shield. But guess what? The warp gate does all of that for you super fast, and it does an intensive cleaning and intensive consecration to the crystal. So we basically just take our crystal, and we're going to basically say, you know, our shield warp gate, program the basic shield. So that's what we're going to do with this quartz, is just shield warp gate, program the basic shield, right, with our intention on that crystal. So we're programming the basic shield into this crystal, and then that's going to activate this crystal to attach to your shield. It's going to pull in a whole bunch of energy into itself to keep itself charged while charging that shield. So then it's going to stay around longer, right? And then same way that we did before. So kind of get just calm, keep it in your hand. If you want, you can put it down as well. Just kind of see where you're at. Got our magic crystal, right? And then we're going to say, if our shields are up, we say, you know, all shields down in my highest good, right? But now we're going to say basic shield, activate my highest good. And then notice what that basic shield feels like with the crystal activated. And then we can also do the test of, like, you know, what's the level? Like, is that at what, 100%? And notice that, like, before, if you had it really dropping quick, like, notice how it doesn't drop. You might be like, still 100%? You might come back half hour. It's like, what's my shield level? 99%? And notice that stays around a lot longer. And that's just doing the basic one, not the more powerful ones. And notice just the difference of, like, wow, I was doing a lot more powerful shields, and now with the basic one with the crystal attached, how much more powerful is that? And just notice of, like, wow, okay. Some things with the crystals, once you've programmed it, you can leave it out, leave it in the sun, it'll kind of recharge itself. But you don't want where people are going to touch it, and people are going to be picking it up and doing stuff with it. You kind of want to put it in the sacred space and put it where it's not going to be touched, because if people do touch it, you're going to want to reprogram it, which, I mean, with the warp gate, it's so much simpler than having to do it manually. But just basically, you know, shield warp gate, program the basic shield. Boom, put your attention in there. Essentially, your unconscious mind will go to the warp gate and supercharge programming this. So that's what you're going to play with today, is like, we're going to supercharge the basic shield, and then do similar what we did day 1 with the basic shield, and just notice the difference of supercharging it. And then tomorrow, I mean, you can go, once you've supercharged, and then you might want to do your shields and other ones, put them up, and then notice the difference. So, like, hey, basic shield supercharged versus the quad shield. Even though quad shield is a super powerful shield, but notice the difference of, like, wow, if I added a crystal, how much longer, how much more that shield can take. And you just get a feel of, like, wow, okay, that's pretty cool. So with that, tomorrow you got the super bonus, you unlocked it, which is really cool. Tomorrow we're going to program all the crystals, and then there's going to be something even more magical at the end of that. So make sure you do the bonus, because it's going to be awesome. And until, I know this one's short, but we're going to play with it. You know, do all the stuff that you did on day 1 now with the supercharged crystal. Play with it, see the difference between them, and see what the crystal does. So with that, until we talk again, have a blessed day or a blessed night.